Bruce Pearl has just left Auburn, and he did so in a way that was interesting to me. And I saw that Michael Wilbon, because many of these arguments are getting dumber and dumber, and I saw that Michael Wilbon was catching some heat, which I have not seen before, when it was just something in the Big Finish of PTI. Big Finish is just music and fast and happy, and it's just, it's finger guns.
It's finger guns, Dan. It's a lot of finger guns. Oh, happy birthday to this guy.
It is. It's just like, let's conclude this punctuation in a way that's musical and dancing and happy and fun. And happy trails to Bruce Pearl, who's retiring at Auburn. And then all of a sudden, Mike Wilbon, because he calls Bruce Pearl divisive and because he says he's glad he's gone at Auburn and he hopes he was forced out, he gets turned into someone who gets, dragged because he's against Bruce Pearl, and he's against Bruce Pearl because Bruce Pearl is going sort of the Tommy Tuberville route after making a lot of money off of black kids, and he is, anti-DEI, and Mike Wilbon called him divisive. And I'm just curious what you guys thought of all of that, because the part that I actually found interesting, and you have to understand that these college power brokers, no matter how much we want to make them leaders and we want to make them educators, they're just salesmen and they're oily. And some of them might care about education, but most of them care about being the agents who get a percentage of a cut off of the players. The part that I thought was interesting about Bruce Pearl is you're anti-DEI, but the way that you retired, when you knew you were going to retire, you did it so that they had to take your kid because there's not time with the season coming up. They have to do it your way. I've seen Dean Smith do that. I thought Dean Smith earned it more. And this is no knock on Bruce Pearl as a basketball coach. He's a great basketball coach, also a cheater and also someone who lies, but he is a great basketball coach. I thought it was what?
That was just a funny, he lies.
For the record, also a cheater, also he lies.
Also, for the record, we can safely assume he is anti-DEI with how public he has been with his political statements lately, which have been amplified over the last few months. And there are some people with Tuberville positioning himself for a run for governor. Some people are saying, is Bruce Pearl trying to do the same lane, the same pipeline, Auburn to politics? I struggled to find on-the-record quotes about DEI, but I've heard him say Obama was divisive. He has certainly been putting himself out there way more politically, and the timing of this is curious.
It's not curious. It's just self-serving. And look, this is good fathering.
Oh, I agree with you, Dan.
He works hard.
It's not curious, and it's not fooling anybody. It's the Tony Bennett move. You know when camps opened up for college basketball teams? This week. Tony Bennett did this exact same thing. Why? Because your university can't conduct a search. You essentially name your coach in waiting, and in this case, it just so happens to be Bruce Pearl's son. Now let's go over this resume of Bruce Pearl's son. His son is 38 years old, who worked as a medical sales rep for years until he took up coaching in 2017. He's only ever coached under his dad. Do we think this is the best hire that Auburn can make? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's the Tony Bennett move. This is a separate conversation for whatever Bruce Pearl is going to do with his career afterwards. But this ain't fooling anybody, Jack.
That Jack was not necessary.
Oh, it felt good. It did feel
good. The move is a good father move if you want to get your son the cushy job. I don't know if Bruce Pearl has earned the right to do that the way that Tony Bennett and Dean Smith had. Auburn's good at basketball. Auburn's been to a couple of Final Fours with Bruce Pearl there.
Well, we struggled to find DEI comments. I did find something from Bruce Pearl's social media, and this, I guess, is a statement. In retweeting an awful announcing article from June 28th of Stephen A. Smith speaking out for more than 5 minutes straight about the role nepotism played in the Lakers' selection of Bronny James. We live in a country where nepotism has taken place, ... Bruce Pearl retweeted with comment, "Preach, Stephen A."
The idea that you would put your son in place and you would retire at 65
Go on.
With timing,
with gimmick.
The timing meant specifically to make sure that your university gets strong-armed and doesn't have a choice but has to take your son. You would agree that that's good fathering, right?
It's good fathering, but honestly, like, why does Auburn have to go along with it? Okay, let him be the interim coach because the season is starting soon, but you're allowed to still conduct a search right now. Like, why can't they conduct a search and, all right, they'll find a head coach and you could install him a month or two into the season, like, whatever.
Oh, but it's a bit chaotic. This
right now is chaotic.
Yes, to do it and to do it strategically, because I don't think Bruce Pearl woke up this morning and was like, I don't want to coach anymore.
No, it's sinister. They know exactly what they're doing, and they want the ability to name who they want to name as the next head coach. And it's particularly disturbing when it's your son who lacks the necessary experience to run a program such as Auburn.
So what's more chaotic then, handing the reins over to someone who is not qualified to be the head coach right now, or doing a search right now and installing a coach a month or two in?
But Pearl is staying there, though. He's going to be consultant. He's going to be around. You don't
Classic move.
You don't lose the coach.
That is a perfect heist right there.
You leave, but I'm not really leaving. I'm right here.
I'm going to be here. I have this whole. I worked this out over Thanksgiving last year.
I don't think I'd call it sinister, though. I don't, and if I'm calling it good fathering, I don't think I would call good fathering
Good
sinister.
fathering can be sinister.
It can be?
I think so.
How?
We're seeing it.
This guy fights his kids. What do you mean?
They challenge me.
You think I think he's a good father?
Sometimes.